I got this one on tape, and it's Jared Kushner. And I couldn't believe it. My jaw dropped on this one. And he's doing another interview. I don't think it was even related towards transhumanism, but these people, it comes out. And he's doing this interview, and on the interview he says, yeah, ever since I've been left the White House, I've been focusing on my working out a lot and trying to stay in the best shape that I can because, and he just nonchalant just pops it out there. He says, because I believe my generation will be the last generation to die and the first generation to live forever. And then moves on as if, don't we all know this? And on and on and on it goes. Speaking of the World Economic Forum, the big science, if you will, bulldog for Klaus Schwab and the gang, the World Economic Forum is a gentleman named Yuval Noah Harari. And he's done interviews on tape, in your face, some of the most disturbing, sickening things, but he tells you, again, Evil likes to brag. He tells you what they're bringing with this great reset. Not just economic, it's a human reset, human 2.0. And what he says there, not only are we going to be basically the last real human species, our generation, they admit it. And they say if anybody refuses, you're going to become a subspecies like chimpanzees. It's all on tape. But then he even goes on to say he mocks God. He mocks Jesus Christ, which again, I'm not saying he's the Antichrist, but it reminds me of Revelation 13, speaking of the Antichrist and the false prophet, and they blaspheme the name of God in heaven. And this guy does that too. And he basically says, and this is a quote, I just watched it again last night. He says, and we don't need to wait for the second coming of Jesus Christ to become immortal. We can become immortal ourselves, he says, and he mocks Jesus and says, even a couple geeks in the lab can do it. And the person interviewing goes like, is this really real? He says yes. And then he goes on to talk about how Google, and he mentions even Silicon Valley. He says, and he basically invites the people to check it out, which I do say the same thing, go check it out yourself. But he says it's such the rage across the globe. He says it isn't just Google, it's people across the planet, politicians, global leaders, but tech moguls. He says they went from focusing on how to fix computer problems to how to fix the human problem of death. And they're all in a race for immortality. This is what's really going on behind the scenes. And believe it or not, it all ties again together with the COVID agenda, the Plandemic, that has not stopped. That was just the starting point, right? But it's continuing to advance, believe it or not, to then pull off what they want to pull off, and that is a reset of humanity, a new humanity created in their image. Not God.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Evans with the Tipping Point Show. Today's program, we're not posting it here on YouTube. This is a very, very powerful program with very controversial content that we can't post here. And so it's on endtimes.com where you can go to watch it. Pastor Billy Crone has phenomenal information about some real things that are happening in our world right now. I want you to hear it. This is a subscription site, endtimes.com. It's $7 a month, $77 a year, but we also have a 7-day free trial if you want to go and listen to today's program and just check out this. I would encourage you to do that. But today's program with Pastor Billy Crone is a barn burner. And so I want you to go endtimes.com. I hope you'll go there and watch today's program.